Good morning and welcome back to WNB1 Radio. It's Mags in the morning and J-9 on Talk About It Tuesdays. What do we got to talk about,
Good
J-9?
morning.
What do we got to talk about?
Someone that has more money than the Kardashians, a Dubai princess that French Montana is
Yes.
about to be with, for
Yes.
real.
Yes, French Montana is engaged to Dubai princess Shika Mara.
Yes.
And yeah, so we know that he was once linked to Khloe
Chloe
Kardashian.
I like Chloe.
Yes. Khloe is a little softer than Kim.
Mm-hmm.
She's like I don't even know where to put her. I mean, she's like I don't know. She's kind of like the one that I kind of feel sorry for.
A little more down.
Yeah.
As down to earth as they could be.
Yeah. She something about her. I don't know. I can't put my finger on it, but I have some sympathy for her because I don't know, maybe because of what Lamar owed him, what you went through with the whole.
He went
Lamar
through it, yeah.
She was slightly different. What's the other sister's name?
She handled it pretty good. Courtney.
Courtney has always been kind of out of the.
Sick.
She's always been out of the limelight. She just like is that sister that was. Yeah, I'm here.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Mm-hmm.
And she's the oldest, right?
Yeah.
She's the oldest.
Yeah.
It's her, Kim, and then Khloe, right?
And then the babies.
But yeah, I always had like a kind of feel sorry thing for her because of what transpired between her and Lamar, and it's still to this day, Lamar is like still stuck on her.
Wouldn't you be?
I don't know.
Look at him.
I know he fumbled
Lamar,
the bag.
like he did his thing, but now it's his kid's mother.
I know he fumbled the bag and everything, but
he's never gonna get over her.
Yeah, nah, he like
never.
bought like a doll, like a sex doll.
That was like crazy.
Designed,
that was sick.
Yeah, that's a little weird.
That was sick. And where was he getting caught up at?
He was getting caught up in a lot.
What are those?
Brothels.
Brothels.
Yeah, he was getting caught up in a lot of different spots.
Who makes a doll? Like, how much should that thing cost?
I don't know, but
it doesn't matter how much it costs. I'm just wondering. Like,
apparently
what did
he wasn't over her, and he's still not over her. But yeah, it's just a little. I don't know. It's a little weird. But yeah, so nevertheless, Mr. French Montana is engaged.
Happy for you, French.
Yeah. Whose real name is Kareem Karbouche. I don't even know if I'm saying it right. The government name is crazy. Proposed in June during Paris Fashion Week. We're just learning about it now, right? Yeah, the couple's engagement has drawn attention because it united a high-profile American rapper with a member of Dubai's ruling family, bridging entertainment and global royalty in a widely reported cross-cultural match. Right. Montana and Myra's relationship also follows a highly publicized and contested divorce announcement by Myra in July of 2024, which received international coverage and raised questions about private life, and public scrutiny for figures tied to ruling families. All right. So yeah, it's not. It wasn't one of those. One of those like, okay, I'm getting divorced. It was highly publicized because obviously she's royalty. And Myra, the daughter of a United Arab Emirates Prime Minister Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid.
Go ahead with these names, Brian.
Al Muqtam had previously been married to Sheikh Mana bin Mohammed bin Rashid bin Man Al Maktoum. I don't know. It's a lot of names to me.
Yeah.
And they share one daughter together. She announced their split in a since-deleted Instagram post per the BBC. Dear husband, as you and I are occupied with other companions, I hereby declare our divorce. I divorce you, and I divorce you. That's a lot of divorce.
What? What?
She reportedly said, take care your ex-wife.
Wow.
Yeah.
I divorce you. I divorce you.
Yeah,
I
that was 3
divorce
divorces.
you.
That's a lot of divorces. A lot of divorces. Montana, who was previously linked to Khloe Kardashian and Iggy Azalea, first sparked romance rumors with Myra in October. They didn't confirm their relationship until this summer. However, when the pair were spotted holding hands during Paris Fashion Week events, representatives confirmed, and while wedding plans are underway, specific dates and arrangements are still being finalized by both families, who are reportedly excited and supportive. A press release about the engagement states,
Aw.
according to the people. So good luck to French Montana. He's not only about that, that whole, you know, Arabic life.
Yep.
Now he is getting married into it.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mhm.
yeah, it's interesting to see. We how quickly we forget, right? So he is one that is like a lot of ties to Diddy,
Yes.
and we kind of forgot about it because he
Right.
like distanced himself from Diddy
Yep.
really quickly.
Real
really,
quick.
really
Left the
quickly.
country.
Yeah, well, like all of a sudden we didn't hear anything. Before it used to be. I want to say he was the only rapper that was still in the stable with Diddy.
Was he?
French Montana,
Khaled
yeah.
was. I
Who?
thought Khaled. Well,
Well, Khaled is more of a
like,
producer. So
yeah.
Meek Mill, Meek, quickly was like, I ain't with everybody
Mhm.
making fun of me and everything. Um, but yeah, French Montana was like the only one that was riding with him for all those years.
Yep.
So it was a little weird. What
So
else?
the net worth, though, real quick, goes from Chloe's 60 million to Princess, who goes between 300 million and 1.5 billion dollars.
Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
So yeah,
Yeah,
knowing
listen,
you're like, you're not getting something better than the, him
listen,
upgrading from the Kardashian, but he
and
did it.
and
She's
pretty.
beautiful.
Yeah, she's pretty, man.
She's beautiful.
And let me just say, he don't have to worry about all those dudes that the past, because she probably doesn't have a past because she was booed up
She was just
from
sitting
an
on
early
camels.
age. Yeah,
That's
she
all
was
she
booed
was
up from
doing
an
was
early age, as
riding.
opposed to all the other socialites that he's engaged in relationships with. But hey, good luck for them, man. Good luck for them. Hopefully it lasts. I wonder. So we know that Janet Jackson had she cashed in when
Oh,
she was
she
married
did.
to the Prince of Saudi,
Yeah.
and she got X amount. I want to say it was like $200 million that she got,
Something.
because the ante went up. So it was like if they have a child, she gets so many million. And after so many years, like it went up and it went up. And I think once it hit the 200 million, she was like, yeah, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Bye.
See you later. I got your baby. And I got ties to you. And that's it, man.
That's it.
We're just going to roll, and I'm just going to get richer and richer.
It's fun while it lasted.
We're just going to get richer and richer. What else we got? What else we got?
2 shows coming out. One of them is by TMZ. It's called The War Over OnlyFans. It's on Hulu.
The War of what?
OnlyFans.
OnlyFans?
So it's basically saying, like, is it good or bad? I mean, we know it's bad. It really destroys your life, but it comes out tonight. It premieres.
So
it's going to, like, different models on OnlyFans, how much they made, people that their lives destroyed. So it's a documentary on that this evening.
Okay.
I'm curious.
All right.
About an hour long.
I want to see the chicks up in there. I mean, I know obviously they're gonna be some high maintenance chicks.
Oh, if you just see the clips,
yeah, it's gonna be some
you
high
can see
maintenance
where it's going, and it's TMZ, so they went deep.
Oh yeah.
And then there's another one coming out. It's called Fame and Fentanyl, but it's about all the celebrities who have died or overdosed due to fentanyl and how they're directing it to Hollywood. So like Ice-T's in it and a bunch of different actors, and they're like, these are stories that you guys need to hear. So those are 2 documentaries coming out tonight and this week.
Nice.
I'm curious.
That second one sounds interesting.
Right? So they have like Prince, they talk about the Prince situation and different artists. I don't know. There's a whole slew of them on
Yeah,
there.
there's been
But
a
they
lot of
direct
people.
hit to like one rob houses and just to take them out for whatever rights or reasons they have.
Mm,
Crazy, right?
yeah.
Get drugged at a party and that's when you get your house robbed. You know what I mean? Like they just talked about the setups that they do in Hollywood.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. They're coming up with all these schemes, man.
Mhm.
So we knew about the a lot of the athletes who were getting
Houses
their houses
robbed.
robbed while they were performing on the courts
That's
or on the
crazy. That
field.
was like,
So yeah, I mean,
what was that? Like a 2-year thing?
yeah, it was a slew of them, and they were just like
Like who was behind that?
it,
Somebody.
it-
It
it-
wasn't.
yeah, it's I think it's like a lot of inside jobs,
Mhm.
because there's no way some of these people had minimal security,
Right.
and like they were like getting robbed.
Inside job, like people having their houses robbed themselves.
Well, it's people knowing when they're gonna be gone, when they're gonna be out.
Yeah,
So
I didn't know if you meant.
I would think it would be somebody like maybe like a gardener, a house cleaner, or
Mhm.
something of that nature who knew the schedule of those entertainers, because it was just so. You can't say that it's random
And
when.
what can you even get? Like you should have a safe. You should have your stuff locked up. No.
Yeah,
Come
If you,
on.
I mean,
That's
listen.
what I mean. Were they setting
I'm
themselves up?
if I'm a high profile celebrity such as like a LeBron James, a Tom Brady, I am getting 24/7 security
Easy.
at my crib.
Mhm.
It's literally going to be manned like, I hate to say it, but like a prison.
Mhm.
There'll be an outside detail. People will be walking around,
Mhm.
all that
Mhm.
stuff, because I ain't trying to have nobody break up in my spot,
No.
and take my personal belongings or whatever the case may
Mhm.
be. Like you said, you should have safes and all that stuff
All
for
that.
valuables. But a lot of times, you'd be surprised, entertainers don't think that way,
Yeah.
until it happens to them. And then it's like, But yeah, I mean, you got the money, spend it.
Get that safe.
Stop being cheap.
Fireproof.
Yeah, stop being cheap. Stop being cheap,
Fireproof.
please. Um, what else we got? What else? We got anything else?
What else? Did you hear about the game this weekend? After first time in 50 years, the HBCU game at Harvard University
Yes.
with
So
Morehouse, and it was right at following the New Edition received their streets.
Yes. Listen, I followed it. I followed it through videos,
Mhm.
pictures, but it's long overdue.
Mhm.
And I think Michael Bivins put it into perspective when he said, he did say long overdue, but he said he was glad that everybody got to get their flowers while they were still alive. And this is what should have happened here in New Bedford,
Right.
for the Tavares. There's no way that it should have taken that long for someone who has represented the town. Who when you think of them, it's like it's attached to them.
Mhm.
You say Tavares and it's New Bedford. You say
Right.
New Edition and it's Boston.
Period.
As it should be. You should give it to them while they're alive, not when they're they're done on their in the later age and stuff. Like, no, it shouldn't happen. You should give them their flowers while they're still able to get them.
Right.
Because let's face it, as you get older, you're closer to the end than you are to the beginning or the middle.
Mhm.
And but yeah, they gave away a lot of tickets to that too.
3,000.
3,000 tickets, man.
3,000
That's dope.
tickets they gave away
That's
in
dope.
Roxbury.
Yeah, that's dope, man. I like I said, I watched it. There was several people who mutual friends, as well as the New Edition page.
Mhm.
I followed it on, and it was dope, man. I mean, it was just a lot of love. What it's supposed to be. It's a homecoming, and like I said, you give the people their flowers, and you just revel in the moment, man. For them, it's to see where they've come from, to where where they went, where they've been, and where they currently still are,
Mm-hmm.
and then just coming back and giving back to the city. That's dope.
Right.
That's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope.
They gave Free some flowers too, which was
Yeah,
nice.
yeah, yeah,
Free Marie
yeah,
at the stroll. So.
yeah. It's good to see. Good to see.
Yeah, so if they continue this, obviously it will get bigger. It hasn't happened in Boston in 50 years, so I
Yeah,
like to see the HBCU events. It was a classic coming back to this area.
yeah. You know, if you follow WMB1 Radio, you know
Mhm.
that we are involved in the HBCU event that they have pretty much every March. It's in March, right?
Yeah,
It's in March,
yeah.
right? Yeah. And
Blair and her
yes,
team
Blair,
do a
yes.
crazy job with that. I love
So
it.
hopefully this year it'll be bigger and it'll be better,
Mhm.
and we can get a lot more kids involved, because not a lot of kids know about HBCUs, and I think it's important to bring awareness and to do stuff within the city,
Yeah.
to let the kids know, like, something. There are the historically black colleges that are, there's people like us,
Mhm.
there's people that are, that are all in one, in one university,
Mhm.
striving for excellence,
Right.
and that are going to become doctors, that are going to become lawyers, that are going to become politicians. It's important to know.
Mhm.
So yeah, hopefully this year can be bigger and better.
Yes.
But yeah, big up
It
to,
will be.
yes, it will. Every
It
year,
will be.
every year seems to grow more. But definitely, yeah, big ups to New Edition for giving all those tickets away.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Mhm.
That's dope.
Good
Really dope.
stuff.
So today's Talk About It Tuesdays, and I see one comment here from Nathan Victor. He says, "Talk About It Tuesday. Nice concept. Let's talk about parents who failed or underperformed on their own dreams, who are now putting undue pressure on their children to perform in a fashion which they themselves did not."
Mm,
Great topic.
that is a great topic.
Great topic, Nate.
Wow.
So we often see this in sports.
I was just it. That's
That's the most
it. Took me
prominent
right
thing.
to sports.
Yes, that's the most prominent thing,
Mhm.
because you see these parents who are out there and they're pushing their kids, trying to literally live the dream through their kids,
Right. Right.
as opposed to letting their kids just have fun. It turns into an obsession,
Mhm.
and to the point where it's unbearable. It's unbearable. I see it.
Seeing it as a coach is
I see it.
difficult too.
I see it. And it comes to a head sometimes where you're like, listen, let your kid live. Let your kid be a kid.
Mhm.
Stop pushing him. Stop trying to make him something that he may not be.
Right.
And these parents are they're fanatics about it.
Mhm.
It's crazy.
At what level do you think? Like, how much of it is good? Just, you know what I mean? Because you want to push them a little bit, but
I think so. So here's my take on the whole situation. As a parent, I learned this first. Okay, I obviously I have all daughters.
mm,
All right. Would I have loved to see my kids play a sport in which I loved, in which I had a lot of passion for, in basketball? Yes. But at the same time, you realize that, Michael Jordan's kid wasn't going to be Michael Jordan, right? They have dreams
Magic
and their own.
Johnson.
Yes, they have dreams and aspirations, and most importantly, they want to live their own lives.
Mhm.
So that is the important thing. I suggest it, I put them in it, and I monitored it. Not to the point where, like, you got to do this, you got to do it, you're going to.
Mhm.
No. How did you do? Do you like it? And you get the feel out.
Mhm.
And if they like it, then you put them in it. You
Right.
let them find their way.
Mhm.
Once they say they're not enjoying it or they don't like it,
Mm-hmm.
pull the reins back.
Mm-hmm.
Let them do something in which they like to do.
Mm-hmm.
Because ultimately, if you force them to do something that they don't like, they are going to obviously not like it, and it's just not going to work out well.
Mm-hmm.
It's not going to work out well. So I learned that as a parent at a young age. Like I said, sure, you would love to see your kids
Do these different
go
things
and do
that you
something
did.
that you did, and if it doesn't work out, that's fine. That's fine. I think a lot. Like I said, it brings me right away to sports,
Mm-hmm.
and I see it. I see it a lot. In coach, in going on 4 years in my coaching, I've
Yeah.
seen it, and it's like, hey, man, you know, I've been in some very uncomfortable situations where you know the parent is why isn't my kid playing more?
Mm-hmm.
Why
Mm-hmm.
isn't he did? Why isn't this? Why isn't that? Why?
And
And
then you
they
start
want to know.
judging other kids.
What's that?
And then they start judging other
Yes.
kids. Like, well, why is this kid?
Yes. And you see it, and I see it. You know what's wild for me is I see it because there's a transition period. Obviously, I'm a freshman coach, so kids who are coming from junior high,
Mm-hmm.
they come now into a different pool, which is high school. So you're getting kids coming from all over. No longer are you that kid.
Mm-hmm.
No longer are you that kid that is, for most of the kids, you have to, you have to dial it down now. You no longer are that kid that was, you know, the kid at the junior high school,
Junior
because
basketball.
now
or
you
junior
might be in
football.
a pool, like for instance, New Bedford. They obviously have 3 junior high schools.
Mm-hmm.
So now all those pool of kids are all going into one pool, whether it's New Bedford High School or it's Votech. So now the talents might go from here, and they might be even, or they might even be better. And to see the kids how they respond is on that on the initial
Bringing it down a
trials.
notch.
Yeah, to see the kids, and then but the parents have the same expectations.
Mm-hmm.
So little Johnny was playing for Keith Junior High School, and he was the man.
Number one player
You know,
started every game.
but now you go and you're playing with, maybe, 10 to 12 other kids.
Mm-hmm.
And out of those 10 to 12 other kids, more than half of them are better than you.
Right.
So now the parents, it doesn't compute with them.
Mm-hmm.
And they want to know, why isn't my kid playing? Well, your kid is not that kid anymore.
Mm-hmm.
In order for him to be that kid, you have to put in the time.
Right.
You have to put in the work, the dedication. You can't just come and think that is gonna translate from 8th grade to 9th grade,
Mm-hmm.
because you're in a different pool. You're in you're with a different group of kids. Some kids, yeah, they may make the transition. They may be better, but not everybody's gonna be that way.
Right.
And immediately for Nate's comment, to perform, immediately,
Mm-hmm.
and they want them to be that person that they may not have been when
Right.
they were, a child or young adult. And I think it's unfair, especially nowadays. Kids are a lot more sensitive today
Mm-hmm.
because of social media and stuff like that, and getting bullied. So you kind of have to walk a fine line with it.
Yeah.
Kids nowadays, if they're easily embarrassed or whatever the case is, they might resort to something
But that
else.
started with not having real field day anymore.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, where's the ribbons? You're first, you're second, you're third. You all lost. Like,
Participation trophy.
yeah, it's crazy. So
Yeah.
they're getting brought up like that, being soft and not understanding that.
Yeah,
Everyone's a winner.
it's difficult, it's hard, but it's reality.
Mm-hmm.
It is reality. And I get, I get everybody wanting to be a part, but at some point in time, you have to earn yours.
Yeah.
You ultimately have to earn yours.
Mm-hmm.
And people say, "Oh, that's not how it is today." That's not how it is, and that's, it's a different era. It's a
Mhm.
different day. But at the end of the day, if you try to treat everybody equal, when it comes time not to treat them kids equal,
Mm-hmm.
or someone, you say, hey, this one, the ball's gonna go to this one, then all of a sudden little Johnny flips out.
Right. He
You
ain't happy.
you
He ain't
created,
happy.
yeah, you created a
A
problem.
monster.
You created a problem.
Yeah.
You know, growing up, as a young kid, I learned right away that obviously if you're going to want to play the sport and play at a level in which you're going to be, one of those starting five, you have to
Mm-hmm.
earn it. You have to go out there and you have to be that guy,
Mm-hmm.
and once again, it goes back to putting in the work.
Right.
Put in the work and do what you're supposed to do, and then you have nothing to worry about.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, some of these, everything's participation,
Right.
and parents want to know, why isn't my kid playing? Because your kid is not good enough to
Mm-hmm.
play.
I drove all the way here.
Being a coach,
Why did my kid
at the
only get
freshman
2
level,
minutes?
I try to get all the kids into play.
Mm-hmm.
Whether in a win or whether it's a loss, I try to get all the kids in, even the kids who have lesser talent, just to keep them. Because let's face it, if they show up to practice every day and they are working at it, they may not be one of the starting 7 or 8, but I appreciate the fact that they're showing up, that they're putting in the time, they're putting in the effort, to get them out there and to get their feet wet also.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I agree with that, but to say, okay, I deserve equal amount of time, no, it doesn't. It's competitive now. It's a competitive sport, and this is where it brings me to when I see Nate's comment right away. It's hard.
Oh, I went right to sports.
Yeah, it's hard. It definitely is. It's hard, and but that's just how it is,
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's a great topic. A great topic about underperforming, and living through the children.
Mm-hmm.
That is the biggest problem with sports today. Everybody thinks
Screaming
little
at
Johnny
the kids
is
from the sideline.
Yes, everybody thinks little Johnny is going to, be that guy, be that kid, because he was in a lesser grade, a lower grade. And then when he comes to high school, all of a sudden he's just a casual guy now.
Mm-hmm.
And it's and the parents, they create a lot of the problems. And like I said, it all stems from how we treat kids, in just wanting to participate.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I just see it no differently. I see it no different.
Right. Mm-hmm.
I just there's a lot to swallow, for a lot of the kids, the transition. But my thing is, I try to be open with them.
Mm-hmm.
I try to, if they're not performing good enough to be on, the starting rotation or outside of the rotation, I tell them, listen, you need to work on this. You need to work on that. You need to, I think being, I think being open with them, and being transparent is better than not saying anything and just let them revel at the end of the bench and not giving them, communication.
Right. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Nate
That
just
was
put
a good one.
another one up there. AAU is not for everybody. It's for the select few. I agree, Nate. I agree, but you know what? There's a AAU team on every block, just like there is a bodega on every block, right? And it's watered down to the point where everybody, I play AAU.
Mm-hmm.
And they think that that's a badge of honor. Well, it's not a badge of honor, because if you have $350 to join the team, then you can play.
Exactly.
It has nothing to do. A lot of times, it has nothing to do with your talents. Unless you're playing for those elite AAU teams.
Mm-hmm.
But you or I can make up an AAU team, and it's that simple nowadays. And it just it's another great point. It's part of the problem. Definitely part of the problem. But yeah, it's just I don't know, man. I don't know. Can you think of any other besides sports, outside of sports, where people want their kids to perform?
I think it's
Um,
mainly sports, but it could be in a career as well.
yeah, think about it,
Like a
right?
family business or something like that. You could want them to carry it on.
Think
But
about it,
other than
right?
that,
If my father were were a lawyer, if my father were into politics, and my grandfather were into was into politics or the law field, now the undue pressures come upon me to
of course, you have to
you
follow.
know
Yeah.
and like I said, everybody, it's not for everybody.
Mhm.
I just think that yeah, we want to push our kids in a positive direction, but not to the point where they're going out and they're feeling all this pressure, and then when they don't meet the expectations, they resort to something that is not good.
Mhm.
So it's like, yeah, you let them find their way.
Mhm.
And I it's another good point. I just think that it's just it's on the parents. A lot of it's on the
Mhm.
parents.
It's a culture takes a big play too in it. Like when I mentor younger, like girls in Worcester and stuff like that, depending on their culture, their family may expect that, especially from the females.
Yeah.
Like there's pressure to take care of the home at like a 12, 13 years old and cooking and doing all the stuff. They can't go get a job. The boys can, but the females can't. They have to learn how to take care of the home.
Yeah,
So it's culture too.
yeah. It is pretty it's tough, man. It's one of those things where you need to literally you need to talk. You got to be open with it. You got to be, like I said, transparency is a big thing.
Mm-hmm.
You have to talk to kids. Kids just aren't the same anymore. They are very kids are
to text them.
yes.
It was text them.
I mean, whatever way you can get
Yeah.
whatever way you can get the communication lines open.
Mhm.
But you have to speak with them because the kids nowadays, with social media and everything, they resort to other things.
Mhm.
And social media is a huge part of kids' life today. To the chances of asking a young kid if you have social media or not is like minimal. If I had to say how many kids, if I put a lineup of 10 kids and say, do you have a social media? Do you have a social media?
Absolutely.
I think 9.75 of them are going to say, yes, I have a social media. There might be that one, that 1% of them might not say it, but for the most part, I think, yeah, it's definitely going to be, they're definitely going to be involved in social media.
Right.
And that plays
it plays a part.
Yeah,
Big part
it's huge. It's huge.
What they're absorbing.
But yeah, it definitely is. Great subject, Nate. Anybody else want to add to the conversation and talk about it Tuesdays? Please feel free to leave comments in this video. You can leave them below, and we'll get back to them, man. We'll definitely talk about it and touch upon it. Give you our thoughts at least, and you can chime in. As well as, if you want to call, the phone number is right down below, 774-425-2631. That is the number here at WMB1 Radio. All right. Talk about it Tuesday. So, yeah, we can definitely talk about it. All right. What we're going to do is we're going to take a short commercial break. We're going to pay some bills. And then when we come back, we got to pay homage to the birthday people. We got to pay homage to the birthday people because, got to show some love to the people on this special day. All right. So what we're asking you all to do is don't go nowhere, man. Keep it tuned. Keep it locked right here. WMB1 Radio Mags in the morning. All right. Let's go. Wake up.